In this video, we're going to be diving into managing dependencies in a server-side Swift project using the macOS desktop application Perfect Assistant version 2. This application enables you to get quickly up and running with server-side Swift projects from Perfect, Coursera, Vapor, and Zero, manage their dependencies, build and test Linux executables, and easily deploy to multiple cloud providers. If you follow along with this video, at the end you will know how to add and remove dependencies to a project, specify a version or a range of versions, and how to add custom dependencies to your application. This video builds upon the experience gained in the first two videos in this series. So the canvas we will start with will be a blank executable project, started from the main window of the assistant. I'm going to call my project Dependencies Demo, and create a directory for it next to the demo from the last video. Once it creates this project, the window it shows you will have no dependencies at all in the list, unlike the perfect template we started with in the previous video, but we're going to change that shortly. Now let's have a look in the middle workspace area. This is where all bundled and custom dependencies are displayed in their categories. Expand the server category, you'll see amongst others the HTTP server dependency that was used before. To add that to the project as a dependency, drag and drop that icon into the project dependency view area. Now let's open the databases section and add the PostgreSQL dependency. Hopefully you will see that it's got a version drop down below the icon, and it should say by default 2.x.x. I'm going to segue briefly into discussing semantic versioning, which is how Swift Package Manager manages dependency versions. The principle of semantic versioning is this. Each version series has three components: a major, a minor, and a patch level. Take a version such as 2.3.4. The major version is the 2. That means that version 2 contains significant breaking changes and is unlikely to be a drop-in upgrade from version 1. The minor is the 3. An uptick in the minor version indicates that new features have been added in a backwards compatible manner. The 4 is the patch level. Each uptick in the patch level notes backwards compatible bug fixes. What this means in the context of dependencies is that if you have set the version drop down to 2.x.x, it will grab the latest tagged major version 2 with the highest available minor version and patch level. If you restrict it to 2.1.x, then it will pull in the highest patch level within the 2.1 series and ignore any 2.2 or higher. Generally, it is wise to select 2.x.x in this case. Next thing to note is that nothing has happened to our project until we save it. As with any other good macOS application, pressing Command S will save the changes, and in this case will also trigger a fetch of all of the dependencies and regenerate the Xcode project file. However, say for example that we decided to use the MySQL database driver and not PostgreSQL. Deleting Postgres package is as easy as selecting the dependency and pressing Delete. Drag in the MySQL driver, save, and now it pulls in the MySQL dependency and regenerates the project file. What if the dependency is not listed, however? You press the plus icon above and to the right of the project dependencies area, enter or copy and paste in the remote repository URL. Select a category and press Add. This will add the dependency and make it available for use in all of the other projects as well. And that's all there is to it. In the next video, we will be looking at how to set up your AWS account and configure Perfect Assistant to use it for deployment. Thank you.